That's the battleship U.S.S. Missouri right there. Now we're on the Missouri, looking forward. But I might mention here that well, that is Admiral Nimitz there, and ahead of him was Lieutenant Commander Kitchell, Halsey's flag lieutenant, who arranged all of the details of this ceremony, and he did a fine job. Everything worked like clockwork. It was done in dignified military fashion, and Admiral Halsey was very proud of him for the job he did. The Missouri was at that time Admiral Halsey's flagship. Now back to the screen again, we see Admiral Nimitz coming aboard. These are the Chinese delegates here. They're followed by the Russian delegates here. And here we have the Canadian with the red, and with the cane was General Leclerc for France, Admiral Helfrich for the Netherlands. And here are groups. This is the United Kingdom representatives there. That's Sir Bruce Fraser. These are the dignitaries lining up back of the surrender table. And there are visitors and other privileged characters on the gun turret. Here's General MacArthur. Ahead of him at the lower right is Lieutenant Commander Kitchell. And we'll see in back to MacArthur's left is Admiral Nimitz, who had greeted him, and they will be followed by Admiral Halsey as they cross the deck. The Jap delegation was led by Mamoru Shigemitsu, the foreign minister of Japan, and General Umezo. Here they are coming on deck. Followed in the center of the screen, General Umezo was the Army Chief of Staff. He did not want this. He did not want to give up. He wanted to fight on, make us pay dearly. There are the 11 Japanese lined up. Now, after they're lined up, MacArthur comes out to give his talk. This talk was heard around the world. It was a short, very meaningful address. There was not a word of recrimination in it. It was only a wish that the world might then proceed for the better. These are press photographers here, and the dignitaries still lined up there. And at the end of MacArthur's talk, now, he will ask the Japanese to step forward and sign the documents. Now, Mamoru Shigemitsu, the Japanese foreign minister, is stepping forward to sign. There were two copies there, two-leaf copies. MacArthur is there, and General Sutherland, his chief of staff. Now Umezo signs. Umezo didn't sit down when he signed. Now there was Nimitz for the United States, then the Chinese, the British, and the Russians, and General Blamey for Australia, the French, Leclerc, Helfrich for the Netherlands. Now MacArthur, after New Zealand signed, the Japs brought their copy back immediately. It seems that Colonel Cosgrove for Canada had signed on the wrong line. He signed below his name. Well, Lieutenant General Sutherland sat there and drew some arrows, one thing and another, to make corrections, and they were satisfied. So here the Japanese are leaving. Now there goes Shigemitsu in the silk hat.